Look at these things.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like a shootout.
I'll be talking about these here in a little bit. Let me break them in and I'll give you my thoughts.
All right.
So, as the title suggests, I'm on different trucks again. This time I'm trying Indies. I've kind of avoided Indies for years because my first ever real complete that I got from the mall, I had Indies with the orange bushings. I remember stepping on it and the bushings stuck to the side and I thought like, my trucks are broken. Like, fuck these things. I never skated them, that was like 20 years ago. So I just never gave them a shot. Everyone's always swore up and down by them, so I'm gonna give them a shot. The only difference is these are 129s and this is a size 8 board, so it's like flush, but this is like a smaller distance than I'm used to. I'm used to this being a little bit longer. So I am noticing it a little bit like getting into grinds. These are kind of light. So these are, so Family Board Shop, La Mirada, shout out Tony over there. He's been helping me out figure out the truck thing. So he gave me the ventures, hooked it up. This was also his idea. So he came up with this contraption of Indy mid with the inverted kingpin base with the titanium hanger. So he was saying since it's titanium, it's gonna be a little bit lighter. The mid is obviously a lower truck compared to like the standard Indy. And I've been trying to find like a lower truck that turns okay, but doesn't get wheel bite, but I don't want like a standard truck. So I think this is like kind of a good in between. But as you can tell, there's some bullshit going on with the bushings. I have like the washers in between to try to like make sure it doesn't get wheel bite.
Mini logo there and bones there with some washers in between.
Yeah, it's some fuck shit for sure.
He skates his trucks tighter than anyone I've ever met.
I can't get him to like stay tight though. That's why I tried to put the washers there and there to try to give it like.
Let's trade really quick. You mess up on mine, I'll mess up on yours.
Seriously, try turning on his board. You'll fall over.
That's where it's at. I was skating inverted before this too. Oh. Yeah, they're pretty tight.
This feels nice.
It does?
It's just I'd get wheel bite immediately if I
skate mine like mid to loose.
The inverted kingpin's nice because it's supposed to help you with like, you know, Smith grinds and shit.
So is it lower right there? What is
it? It is lower. So you can see
yeah.
There's a lot more clearance, which is nice. So what I'm hoping is that this is the setup that I can stick with for a while. I'm just trying to find something I can replicate. So like the bushings I can replace, whatever, but I'm just trying to find something I can feel comfortable with. So far, I like it, but it keeps loosening up, which I don't know how to avoid that.
Regular base plate.
Yeah.
You have mini logos. It's just a regular bushing.
So this is the 100A. So this is the hardest bushing I could find. So everyone kind of thought that the Bones bushing was the hardest. It's only a 97, and the mini logo is a 100.
And it's a barrel. So you have regular base plate.
Right.
The 101A barrel.
Correct.
2 washers.
Yes, a washer there, a washer under this one. So this is a regular washer, and then the washer under the Bones bottom bush. That's a bottom bushing, by the way. Is the spacer that comes above it is under it. And I thought about putting another spacer on top. I just don't have another thin one. But I might try that next, but whole lot of bullshit. I think at the end of this video, we'll retouch and see. But I skated these last night for like 3-4 hours, skating flat. They felt solid, so far so good. This isn't a good test because this park's a little fucking crusty, but check back in an hour and see how they're doing.
Have you ever heard of the term madness?
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Yeah, I know.
This is madness.
Dude, yeah, at Family, that board shop, all I could think was like, I'm so glad no one's here to see like the insanity, because there was just pieces everywhere. It looked like a little kid playing with Legos. Like there was just nuts and spacers and washers fucking laid out all over the counter. I had to look crazy, so thank God no one's there to see it, but also I'm like telling you, so you guys are aware of how insane I am when it comes to trucks, because I'm trying to find the right truck, and I'm not the kind of person that's like just gonna accept what is. I think that there's better out there, so I think a lot of people also agree. There's that Instagram fuck with your trucks. Go in there. You think I'm crazy? Dude, they got some shit. Let me tell you.
Dude, you almost just died.
It's good.
Dude, wait, look at this.
Yeah, that's a big no for me, dog.
Look. Dude, I actually think that's worse than like regular.
Fuck. It could be the platform or...
Maybe it's your shitty ass bushings.
No, it's the Kingpin. For the most part, I think they're good. But that feeble, where I hung up my Kingpin, is exactly why I got these trucks in the first place, because I didn't think that would happen. So that happening, the fact that this still digs into rails and ledges, to me, it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
You know, like, I thought the whole point was like that this wouldn't hang up. So
Whack.
The fact that it did, I'm pretty disappointed. Final thoughts on the trucks. I almost fell. They're good. They're okay. They do turn well, which is what I wanted. I wanted a truck that I could still tighten, but still would turn well. Popping doesn't feel too off. Like, I know a lot of times when you change the trucks, the wheelbase changes and like subtle things like that. They feel good. The problem I'm having with the truck now is the Kingpin. The whole reason I got the inverted Kingpin was so that I could still do like Smiths and Feebles on ledges and rails and not have to worry about hanging up. As you saw from that Feeble, I fucking hung up. Like, my truck dug into it super hard, and that kind of like made me not want to skate the rail the rest of the time. So, which is why I stuck to like tail slides and crooks. Also, the tail slide, this part was still hitting the rail. So if you go on something sharp enough, you'll land on this first. That's a flaw, man. It's not good. So I don't know. I think I'll try to ride them out. Maybe I'll try to grind down the inverted Kingpin a little bit, but I don't think these are the trucks that I'm gonna stay with forever. So kind of disappointed. I was pretty excited about these. Like I said, I don't know. It should have been the move. The bushings actually feel fine with these, but yeah, I don't think this is it. So
I think aces, honestly.
Yeah, we were watching that video and I was skating aces for a while. The problem is the Kingpin's still not great, and they have an inverted Kingpin, but it's on the lows.
Yeah.
So I need a low truck with an inverted Kingpin that turns, but I can tighten really tight.
Hit up George.
I don't know
Custom.
what to do, man. This truck thing sucks. Like, thank God I have time, because I'm trying to figure this out for the Bowsbergs. Thank God I have time to like kind of, experiment, but I do want a truck that I can just skate, especially after this is over. If I get kicked out round 1, great. I'm going back to an 825. That's the first thing I'm doing. I'm not going to skate an 8 after this. So I want a truck that I can also just skate outside of flat ground. So I'm sure there will be plenty of comments guiding me.
The saga continues.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, exactly. The saga continues. I'll figure out some new trucks here in the next month or 2. But I'm running out of ideas, so please help.
Truck nerds, hit us up.
Yeah, it's for real. There's that Instagram, Fuck With Your Trucks. I might just message him and like tell him my concerns. See what he says. But
Send it.
in the meantime, that was the video. Phil, go fucking subscribe to Phil. Check out his Instagram. Dude rips. One of my favorite skaters. So do that, and